The cave. She's in there.
You're sure?
Yes, that's the heart of the network.
Then let's go get her.
Whatever's coming our way isn't going to stop us. Right? Hey, kid, I'm getting some serious seismic readings up here.
What the hell?
Just start shooting.
Yeah, we got him!
Kait, incoming.
Hello everyone, my name is Veritas, welcome back to Gears of War 4. In the last part, we did some crazy, fun, silly mech nonsense, kind of like the end of Gears of War 2 where you had the Brumach. Basically the same thing. If you haven't seen those episodes, there are links in the description, top right and top left, for you to go find the playlist for the full series of this if this is the first one you're watching. If not, welcome back to Gears of War 4, and this one we're going to go and deal with Act 5, Chapter 4. Go find the origins of the Swarm, the Scions, and yeah, let's go save Reyna. Alright, let's... So it's either a seeder or it's a carrier. I'm not really sure. But I think the carriers are essentially the seeders now.
Pushing ahead.
See, what putting us in giant mechs allows it to do, or allows them to do, is basically make this area seem huge, but still keep it small. Like, the end of Gears of War 2 with the Brumach and stuff would have been insane. It had taken forever to get through that area if you were on foot, just as Marcus. But being in a Brumach allows you to have a grand scale, but still make it feel like a playable space.
Ha! Got him!
It is a corpser. It's a Leviathan.
Okay, Dad! Hey, this is not right now!
Missiles are away!
Dad, could really use some advice here!
Focus out.
Target the tentacles!
It's like a Leviathan, cedar, corpser thing.
Firing now! Lost the quill!
Tentacles down!
Oh my...
Tear that damn thing off!
Oh my god, it's like a...
Now keep your target! They'll do the rest!
Launching!
It's like the Gooper Blooper from Super Mario Sunshine. It's like the fucking Gooper Blooper from Super Mario Sunshine. I love it. I love it.
Possible at the moment, sorry.
It's the Gooper Blooper from Super Mario Sunshine.
Missiles are away! Another one's down!
I love this. I absolutely love this.
Launching! Rockets are away!
I love this. Oh, I couldn't hit it.
In that tentacle, tear it off!
Here they come!
Oh man, that one's gonna be hard to get.
We missed our chance!
Come on, come on, come on. X there, or Y. Good.
Rockets outgoing.
We weakened it. It's not dead yet.
Oh, it's not dead yet.
Watch it, it's firing. Oh shit, Sam, we got incoming. We're hit, and damn it, we're going down. Hang on to something. Dad, down. All right, everyone, get out. We're okay, but we got swarm down here to deal with. Just finish that damn thing off.
Oh yeah, that's gone.
Hey, Baird, what's the Raven's condition? Main rotor's okay. Tail's gone. Why? I just got an idea.
Oh my god.
Watch out! It's launching again!
JD, go for his leg!
Okay, now we do that again. Watch out, it's firing again.
I love this. This is just silly fun. I love it. It's a really cool fight too.
JD, kill it.
Sounds good to me.
Why would you ever get out of the mech?
Let's go get her.
Oh my god. You knew, didn't you?
Yes. But I didn't know we'd find this.
If I'm released, I'll die. They've seen to that. Katie, cut me loose. Please.
Reyna, please.
JD,
You can't ask her to...
don't. Just let me say goodbye. Take it.
It's okay.
This isn't over. So get her somewhere safe.
I don't need protection.
I know. You need time. Trust me. I've been there. She wanted you to have that.
It was my grandmother's. I never knew her.
It's beautiful.
I knew it. Oh my god, she's... No. 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 Her grandmother was the little girl from New Hope? Or Mira, but... Well, everyone thinks... The theory is that Mira was a little girl that survived the experimentations from New Hope Research Facility, and she was taken from New Hope to Mount Kadar, or whatever. She was taken to the mountain that went down into the hollows, like, that became that. And that's where the theory that the locusts are just the experimented on humans. Everyone thinks the little girl that escaped from there is Queen Mira, or at least that's like the fringe theories that the Queen Mira is the little girl from New Hope Research Facility that escaped and went to Mount Kadar. I think it's called Mount Kadar. So if that's the case, and that locket, that necklace is hers, she superimposed the logo as the Hive logo, or the Locust logo, and then just, oh my actual god, which means that Katie's mother, Reyna, is the daughter of Mira. But how? What? I knew it as soon as I saw this. As soon as I saw the diamond, the diamond logo, the necklace. Remember that back in like that episode? I was like, oh, that's like the locust symbol. On the fucking back of it is the locust logo. Oh my actual fucking god. So that sets up a whole new, basically a whole new trilogy. Basically, Gears of War 4 is like Halo 4 was, except it's an actually good game. Oh my fucking god. I don't know if anyone else got like super goosebumps and almost like sickeningly, I almost threw up seeing the Locust logo. I was like, oh my god, you fucking whore. You don't know what you're holding. Oh my god. Okay, so my theory is, I said she's the new fucking queen. My theory is currently the little girl that escaped New Hope and went to Mount Kadar that became Queen Mira through all the fucking fringe theory nonsense is the grandmother of Katie. That's my theory. My theory is Mira is Katie's grandmother. That's my hypothesis from this situation. If that's the case, it's amazing. I'll be super happy if they actually work off of that theory. If they work off of the lore that hasn't been talked about in game or in book yet. The lore from collectibles and like the side stuff. Oh my god. I'm super happy right now. I gotta talk to Kat about this shit, because he's into Gears of War as well. Oh my fucking god. But if we know Gears of War at all, that means there's probably a different ending. The real ending will be in, what's it called? Insane. The real ending will be in Insane mode difficulty. So I'm gonna have to play that with him, because I know he didn't play Insane on his own. He wouldn't have gotten it done in a night. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get in contact with him and probably get that done tomorrow, and then maybe I'll make a video of the end of the game again with the insane ending, because this was on normal mode. I just wanted to have fun with it and stuff, but that's fascinating that Katie is the granddaughter of essentially the Locust Queen. So let's take one more look at this again. overall, the game is amazing. I love it. I don't really care for like the almost Splatoon childish kind of like the Wii U effects for like the blood and stuff, how like just kind of cartoony the blood looks. But the rest of the game was gorgeous. Like the details, the attention to like, you know, like the vector nonsense, it was gorgeous. I loved every part of it. The sound design amazing, the guns sound great, the voice acting is great, the dialogue is great. The story is setting up an amazing new trilogy, or a new, you know, at least 2 games here. Super excited for what's going to happen next. Very, very good. I'll see what the real ending is when we do Insane Mode eventually. But I'm super happy with how this game came out. This is what we deserved with Judgment. This is what Judgment should have been. A game that had, you could feel the love and the attention and the care, that you know what they're doing. And you know they care about it, and that's what I love about it, whereas Judgment felt like they just didn't care. This one feels like they're actually giving a shit what they're doing, and they want to tell the good story. But a quick rundown of that theory again that I'm holding on to here. So let's do some math. So right now is 25 years after E-Day, or the end of the Locust War, which I think lasted for, what, 9 years was the Locust War? So let's say E-Day, let's say 30 years, just round it out, 5 years doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. So 30 years prior, Katie would probably have been like 5, which means, oh man, but Mira was dead. Mira was dead. So I don't know. I'm thinking that Mira is her grandmother, but because Mira was human, fuck, who would Mira have given birth to though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. That, or it's not Mira's necklace. I mean, the symbol. There was a necklace in Gears of War 3. During the campaign of Gears of War 3, in, like, the Far Lands, or whatever the hell it was called, where you picked up a collectible and it was a necklace. It was the Queen's insignia necklace, and I've seen that insignia in this game in, like, kind of half-assedy, maybe there's just, inspiration there from that, but I would have assumed that, if anything, they would have had the Queen's necklace if it was actually related to Mira. But then again, I've only ever seen the Queen's necklace in a collectible and never really seen his symbology. Where in this game, it does use the Locust symbology a lot, basically. But that necklace having the Locust logo on the back of it, and it being her grandmother's, tells me that it's either Mira's, or that's pretty much all it can be. That's pretty much the only person that can be is Mira's. That's it. But if Mira did, in fact, give birth to someone, who did she give? Who is the father in that situation? And that whole storyline needs to be open. But I'm thinking that the Locust logo, the 5 squares, came from that necklace. I'm thinking that necklace is the origin of that. I'm thinking that's where it came from. I think that necklace belonged to the little girl in New Hope, taken to Mount Kadar, eventually turned into the Locust Queen, along with the rest of humanity turned into the Locust. I think that's what happened, because when the little girl was taken, she was one of the first there. She basically was given instructions by her mother to help humanity and raise them to be something new. So when she was taken there, she was made basically in charge of the first wave of Locust. So if she was in control of it, she grew up to be Mira, and she was a human, but to extend her life, they kind of plugged Locust into her. That's what happened in Gears of War 2. Gears of War 2, she had like the Locust thing on her back, basically keeping her young and alive, like extending her life expectancy. Then when she took back tried to take back the service from humanity, she pushed out, yada yada. She was older now, but she's still holding on to that, the ability to stay alive. She combatified herself and things like that. So if Mira is Reyna's mother, and is then by, association, Katie's grandmother, there's so many things that could be happening here. And I might be totally wrong. I could be completely wrong in that regard. They could be totally different people. Mira might not be at all related to this, but as soon as I saw that necklace in the very beginning of the game, I was like, that's the Locust logo. Like, it has to be. They wouldn't use anything. They would not ever use a 45-degree square anywhere else in the game. They would never do that. And they really don't ever. The only time they ever use it is in, like, architecture and stuff, but that's just a design. The only time they use it where it has any kind of importance is when they're referring to the Locusts. And that necklace being a 45-degree square, on the back of it being the Locust logo, and it being her grandmother's, it tells me it's either Mira's or I don't know. I don't know who else it could be. I'm so excited for the next one though. And like I said, the insane ending will probably be a little bit different, things like that. So it'll probably be a little bit twisted, but overall the game was amazing. I'm very excited to get in contact with Kat and hop into Insane probably tomorrow. I would imagine, but it's gonna take a while. You can probably just YouTube the insane ending if you really want to see it. I might not probably record it, but I did want to go through this, give my thoughts. I'm starting to remember more of my Gears of War knowledge as I'm going through this. Too bad it's over now, and I couldn't remember, like, you know, Anvil Gate, New Hope, Mount Kadar, yada yada, all the Rift Worm, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I'm very, very happy with how this game turned out, and I think most people, coming from Gears of War Judgment, where it was just essentially a travesty, you know, it was just a horrible, horrible game in the series. You know, everything from, like, every part of it, like, visually, sound design, story of it, everything was just bad, and universally just disliked. And then I think this one is kind of, like, showing that the Coalition knows what the fuck they're doing. And that's because Rod Ferguson is in charge of this shit. You know, he's making sure this thing turns out well. So I'm happy with how this turned out. I'm trying to let the credits roll in their entirety. I didn't want to really skip them, but I'm getting to the end of everything I can talk about here, and so I might just skip it for maybe the ending. There might be an ending after this. There usually are endings after the credits. That's what I'm talking about. So hopefully we'll run out of things here, but I don't know, man. There was a lot of twists, a lot of turns, like learning that the DBs were from Damon Baird, learning that was Shroud's real estate because the S, you know, just basically being reintroduced to characters from Gears of War 3. You know, Sam and Baird being together, Cole and Baird basically hanging out still. I find it strange, though, that Marcus allowed his relationship with his son to be as strained as his was with Adam. But I don't know. You know, at the end of the day, I'm thinking I might be pushing and grasping at straws here, but at the end of Gears of War 3, when I think is Dom dead at that point? Yes, Marcus kills her. When Marcus kills Mira with Dom's knife, he stabs her in the stomach. So, or maybe it's like the chest, but it's basically the stomach. He stabs her like in like the rib cage. I'm thinking I'm grasping at straws there, but I think it might be symbolizing that he's basically killing, like, he's stabbing her essentially in the stomach, and if she had a child, it would have been before that kind of thing, but I'm assuming that I'm grasping at straws there. But I'm very interested to see who Katie's grandmother is. I'm very interested to see why it kind of signifies it, though, because it kind of goes with the theory, though, because if Reyna was essentially plugged into the network and made like the new quote-unquote thing, you know, she was for some reason plugged in and kept alive for a reason. You know, the swarm had a reason, the speaker had a reason to keep her alive. I'm not really sure why, but it reminds me of a more crude and more desperate version of when you meet Mira in Gears of War 2 and she has the giant, like, she has like the slug on her back with all the tentacles and shit. It reminds me of that. So I'm kind of getting some vibes there. I was also getting connections from like how they talk. Like their voice actors sound very similar. The naming conventions of the characters, Mira, Reyna, and Katie, they sound like, I don't know, like I'm like pretty much everything about it kind of gives me the idea that Mira is her grandmother, or is in some way related. And maybe she's not, you know, maybe the little girl from New Hope never turned into Mira. Maybe Mira never had children, but she could have, you know, you don't know. She could have. So who knows? I'm super curious to see what's happening, with that, but you know, I don't know. I don't know who else would have a necklace with the Locust logo on it. That's the thing. Like, I don't know who else in the series would have had that necklace for any reason at all, unless, you know, it could have been like a Locust sympathizer, but that doesn't make any sense. You know, that their storyline seems too specific. It seems too important, too necessary to the story to just be a throwaway thing. Like, oh, my grandmother liked the Locust because they were killing humans, and she made this necklace with their logo on it because she liked them. Doesn't make any sense to me. Now, if you were to tell me that the necklace came from Mira or someone directly associated with Mira, that would make more sense to me. But there's a whole lot of like fringe theory nonsense going on behind Mira's backstory, why Mira was basically human and leading the Locust. That story was never really looked into, so I'm kind of hoping that that does get looked into, and I really hope that Mira is Katie's grandmother, and I want to know that story. I want the next game to come out, and I want to do the insane ending to see what's different. But it looks like we're coming to the end of the credits here. We should be getting a bunch of copyright shit. I'm super curious. I hope there's a scene after this. There probably won't be, but it'd be nice if there was. Yep, there will be. Who's inside of you? Oh, Oscar.
So where the hell is everybody?
Huh. So Oscar's alive. I don't see how that has any significance. Like, at all. But we'll find out. It'll be a different ending in Insane, it should be. Maybe it'll zoom out further and he'll be somewhere that we've been. I don't know. It seemed like it was trying to show some of the environment, but it didn't really get to it or didn't pan out far enough. But I've talked to you guys enough about my theories for the game and what I think about it, and I'm very excited. I want to talk to Kat now because he went to bed like 3 hours ago, but I'm going to talk to him in the morning and see if we can talk about what's going on in the game and talk about that. So hopefully I'll see you guys back for more Gears of War 4. We might do some multiplayer stuff. We might do some insane campaign co-op nonsense shenanigans. I'm not really sure, but I'll see you guys. So leave a comment below what your theory is on who Katie is, who Reyna was, where the necklace came from. Do you think I'm correct with the little girl in New Hope, Mount Kadar, and then Mira? It's an old theory, and it's basically been disproven at this point, but I still hold on to it. But yeah, I don't know. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, it'd be great. I love this campaign. I can't wait to jump into Insane probably tomorrow. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the series. I did this all in like 6 hours. Jeez, I'm fucking tired. So this will start going up probably tomorrow. I'll probably do an upload to this tomorrow. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Share with your friends. Leave a comment below what you thought. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a dislike if you hated it. I don't know why you're still here 27 minutes in if you hated it, but to each their own, masochists. Anyway, so like I said, thank you guys so much for watching this series. And I will see you back in probably Gears of War 4 at some point. Probably more Destiny in the future. But yeah, so until the next video. Have a great day, everyone.